Okay.
So I want to get started. Just tell me your name and what your specific position is volunteering here at the Dream Center.
Okay, my name is Arnett Chappelle Brogdon III. I am in the Brotherhood program. I just got the lead for lunch, and I do evening meals. No breakfasts though. But I'm usually here probably every day. That's why everybody knows me so well. Yeah.
What drew you to serving at the Dream Center?
I was paralyzed from 2005 to 2018, and during that time I was praying that the Lord would put me in a place where I could help and pray for people. And somehow or another, me and my ex-girlfriend at the time ended up going to Rock City, Westerville. First person I saw was Independence, waving everybody in the parking lot. Immediately fell in love with Rock City, because you have that apprehension at first. But I fell in love with Rock City, went to Rock City for a little while in between like my third and last neck surgery, and just kept praying. And then you would see the services and they was talking about the Dream Center, and the Lord just told me, well, my Holy Spirit told me, you need to go up to the Dream Center and sign up for everything. So I went up and signed for everything, and the rest is history, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So just a couple minutes ago, you were telling me a little bit about your childhood and how you grew up with asthma.
Yeah.
Can you kind of like recount that story for me?
Yeah, I was very lucky. I feel very fortunate, and a lot of people that I serve with, we have the same conversation where it makes us sad to think of somebody being born into a family that doesn't know about Jesus Christ and doesn't pray. But I was lucky. I'm Arnett C. Brogdon III. Arnett C. Brogdon Sr. was a reverend, and then my mother's mother was a reverend. So I grew up reading the Bible, praying a lot. But I was also born with asthma. And it got progressively worse from 1 to 5, where by the time I was 5, I couldn't lay down to sleep. I could run around during the day, and from everything everybody tells me, I was a really happy kid, but from like 5 to 6, I had to sleep in praying position, so I prayed a lot as a kid, if you can believe that. And my mother would even say, when she would come in to get me up in the morning, she says, you were never mad, you were never angry, you were never upset. You would always tell me how much you loved me, and it was like, you could breathe, or I guess you didn't know any better. But so from 5 to 6, slept on my knees. My mother tried everything, God bless her heart. And so I think this is what developed my belief, is obviously I love my mother. I could see she was doing everything she could to try to heal me. And so I'm believing whatever she's gonna do. I don't know any better, I'm a kid. I'm believing everything she's gonna do is gonna work. And it wasn't, but I believed it was. And then we did the prayer, coughed up some black stuff, never had a problem again. And I think I got healed because of the belief I had when I was so young. I didn't have any non-belief in me. So had that happen, and then obviously went on to be a successful athlete, college sports, and so it worked out really good. Yeah, I'm definitely blessed.
Tell me a little bit about what you played in college.
Let's see, I was supposed to end up going to Ohio State, but another story of where the Lord protected me. I was the first black quarterback in my area at Groveport, and they didn't set me up for failure, not like the movies for sure. So I got knocked out so much that I don't remember anything from 9th grade when my mother dropped me off that last month of summer for conditioning until like halfway through my first quarter at Ohio Northern on a basketball scholarship. The Lord protected me. I put myself through a lot of physical and mental trauma. My parents have no idea I wasn't paralyzed. They know I was concussed and just a lot more seriously injured than I was. And I didn't even know they were coming to the games. That's how little I remember. But just another example of the Lord protecting me. And I've always had churches praying for me. So luckily enough, I somehow graduated. I had the opportunity to go walk on at Ohio State, but I knew I had gotten knocked out too much. The football was out of the question. So then my mother somehow got me into Ohio Northern. She sent him like a bunch of training tapes and stuff, and went on my college visit, chose Ohio Northern, went for a quarter, played basketball, made the team, and then for some reason decided my time management was horrible, left after the first quarter, didn't tell my coach, joined the Army, and did the Army thing. I probably should have went to a officer candidate school, but I wasn't aware of it at the time. So I joined the Army, do the Army thing. Last year and a half of my active duty, I didn't have to play sports. So my story is an unbelievable story. I don't think anybody can make a movie off of all the things that the Lord has saved me and protected me from, for sure. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit how that ties into the lunch that you're getting ready to serve out here today. Just get into like pray for people, serve them food.
Yeah. Another incident that I haven't talked about is, well, the partial paralyzation I dealt with from 2005 to 2018. During that period, how I was praying and looking for guidance from the Lord and getting closer to the Lord as I didn't accept my paralyzation, and it was a 13-year battle, but I never accepted it. People were praying for me. Came out of that, no neurological symptoms, and just, I was at the Dream Center at that time, just starting off, getting to know everybody. And gosh, it just kind of tumbled. There's a guy named Jose Mendez that I first met doing Meals to Neighborhoods. And immediately we were drawn to each other. I think Jose thought he was drawn to me because of my confidence in speaking and telling my story. But the reason I was able to tell my story and have so much confidence, and you'll get this when you meet Jose, as soon as you meet Jose, he's like a shining light. And just probably I was telling somebody last night, he's probably one of the most positive people, full of light, shining light people I've ever met in my life. But Jose, like everybody else, struggles with stuff. So where Jose struggles with the confidence I have in talking to people, I was struggling, and it still scares me right now to tell my story. But again, like I told you, I know it's important for me to say yes to my Holy Spirit and get my story out there, because I know it's going to inspire people and remove some of that confusion where it's like, well, I know my parents taught me the Lord exists and I read this in the Bible, but does the Lord really exist? Yes, the Lord really exists. I am your proof. The Lord doesn't do proof, but if he did, I would be it. Because I shouldn't be walking. I beat that lifelong diagnosis. Obviously, I beat my diagnosis of having asthma. So there's nothing the Lord can't do. There's just nothing the Lord can't do. And so I've just been positive here and meeting all the people, and somehow or another, BB just promoted me 2 weeks ago to run the lead for the lunch. So it's just working out perfect. I tell people when I'm here, it's the best part of my day, and that's saying something, because my days are pretty good.